Hello and welcome to all you Pisceans. Dear Pisceans, happy birthday when it's your birthday, when you have a birthday in March. And thank you so much for tuning in. Now, what kind of month is this? March 2021. Well, first of all, these are general horoscopes, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Leave the rest. Don't bother. But it's a very gentle month. Of course, it's the month of the Piscean, but it's been such a long time that there are not so many harsh aspects going on. It's lots of gentle energy. It's your cup of tea. There's a lot of planets in Pisces. Neptune is so highlighted during this month, and there's also another thing that is going on with air element in the air element of Gemini and Aquarius, with Mars in a trine to Saturn. That's another positive thing. So, but let's start with all this Neptunian energy. Now, this is a bit what is happening. If you're watching this in February, we're in the midst in February. I'm recording this in February with that cluster of energy in Aquarius. And now that cluster is coming into the sign of Pisces now. And it peaks around the 13th of the month, because then you're going to have your new moon in Pisces. The sun together with the moon, the sun together with the moon, and also with Neptune, close to Neptune. So if you have your birthday around that time, it's a significant birthday because it's a new start. It's you planting the seeds for a new life, so to speak, when you have a new moon in your solar return around the 12th, 13th, 14th maybe. You're going to feel that, you're going to certainly see that in your horoscope of the solar return. But in general, for the Pisceans, it's not that just that new moon with Neptune. It's also Venus there and also Mercury there. So a whole bunch of planets in your sign. Now, actually, it's smoothing energy. It's nice energy. So it's not that you're not going to feel good or whatnot, but I've seen it over and over again. People with stelliums, who've got a stellium natally in their chart. It's not always easy to have so much energy in your sign because you're out of balance then. So for you, if you want to get the best out of it, surrender yourself with very earthly people, very down-to-earth people. They don't have to be, that earthly energy, but horoscope, but just down-to-earth people, rational people, to keep you a bit in balance, because there is a bit of a chance that you're being a bit in la la land, so to speak. And daydreaming, but also not being clear about yourself, and not seeing the truth and the reality of yourself. And therefore, you need other people to reflect it back to you. So do invite other people, and get in touch with other people, even if you can't through the internet then, because it's going to be significant to feel balanced, because otherwise you could really escape, so to speak, in your own little Piscean world or big Piscean world, and not being realistic at all. So that's the only pitfall of this. There's a lot of this Piscean energy. That's a bit the pitfall. But other from that, it's very healing energy. So you could be maybe, if you had problems with health, this could be this healing energy. But it could also be a big time of release, of letting go, of a brand new start is coming up. And that is because a lot of release that you're doing. Phases are ending. Cycles could be ending for you as well. Whether it is relationships and connections, so for a new to start or for an upgrade to get. It's not always like an end of a relationship. It can be an upgrade, so that there is something new coming up for you as well. So very interesting time. Now, Mars trining Saturn. Mars in your 4th house as from the 5th of March. Mars in Gemini, trining Saturn in your 12th house. Now, this is beautiful energy. Normally, Mars in the 4th house can be a bit annoying, because you have a lot of energy at home, and that can create some discussions at home, so to speak, or a bit of fiery energy there at home. But it could mean with this beautiful trine to Saturn that you're working for a home. Of course, a lot of people do that now, but you could also work and relax and kind of plan things the long term, because this is what Mars Saturn is all about. Can also mean real estate. So you're doing some changes there, or you're wanting to make some actions to sell, to buy a home. Good. Or maybe you're moving. Good energy, because you're calm. Saturn in your 12th house, there's a structure going on there in your unconsciousness. That's why they call Saturn in the 12th house, it's in its joy, which means it's able to structure the unstructured, the non-tangible. And Saturn wants to, make it concrete and practical. And those actions that you're taking at home, whether it is removing the furniture, whether it is working from home, it gets stability here, if that makes sense. It gets a bit more stability, and you could be very active, but at the same time, you're not overdoing it. It's like less is more, so to speak. So good energy there. Good energy there. Enjoy it, I would say. Don't go too much towards La La Land, and or if you're doing it, at least know that you're doing it. And thank you so much for watching. All the best to you. Bye bye. See you next month.